Hi, my name is Jules. I'm the Dawdling Writer, and if you are here to procrastinate, welcome to my channel. You're in good company. Today is day 12 of NaNoWriMo 2019, and I did not get as much done yesterday after family left as I wanted to. I guess took the day off and rested, and so this morning I was back at taking notes. I didn't get a whole lot of actual writing sprinting done, but I went back and I decided to add another chapter to another scene. I decided to add another scene to chapter 8, which I know I shouldn't be doing. I should be just rolling through the chapters, writing the bare bones, but I just can't. I need to write the ideas down when I have them. They may be of use later, they may be cut later, I don't know. But I am going to go ahead and do a mindfulness reading, and today I'm going to show both the Steampunk deck and the Shadowscapes deck. And then we will see what we get, and then we will do our first writing sprint of the day. I pulled out my Steampunk Tarot deck and the companion book so that I could look up what the card is, because I don't have all the cards memorized, but I hadn't shuffled the deck in a while, so I did that. And then I went ahead and cut the deck, and then pulled the first card that seemed to come to my attention. And the first card that I pulled was the Ace of Pentacles, and it shows a very large hand, and in the palm of the hand, is the Ace of Pentacles. And I went ahead and I pulled the same card from my Shadowscapes deck, the one that looks more like watercolors, and the one that I have pulled from in the previous vlogs. But it also has the single orb with the Ace of Pentacles in it, and the sort of singular solitary lizard. And when I looked up the reading for the Ace of Pentacles, it shows an opportunity for prosperity, which I took as a sign of a wealth of words, and I started my first word sprint. Okay, so I was able to finish an additional scene, and I got 494 words for that chunk, so that's nice. It's a nice decent sized chunk, and I'm able to end that scene on a little bit of a cliffhanger, so that makes it a little bit easier to start the next scene. Okay, so I finished that sprint and finished that scene. I got 733 words in that scene, which, let me check my manuscript view, brings me to 21,936. And I finished that chapter, so I can change the icon. So let me see if I can show you the icons to green check marks when I am done with the chapter. So you can see I've got my 3 scenes that I just finished, so I need to change the label to green and change the icon. Here we go. Up there is my recents. So changing it to the to-dos, and then now that's done. So I finished another small sprint and got another 165 words, which brings me to 22,131 words. And I've gotten an outline for the following scene that I'll be working on, so I just need to finish the current scene and then move on to that, and then I'll be done with chapter 9, which is what I wanted to get done yesterday but didn't happen. C'est la vie. I am going to a local write-in this evening, so that's going to happen, but I am going to stop the blog after this so that I can edit before attending the write-in. During the write-in, I don't know how many word sprints we're actually going to do, or if it's going to be winding up being sort of like chatting and bouncing off the walls and then doing just 1 or 2 word sprints. But I do want to get chapter 9 finished today and get notes for chapter 10 for the chapter 10 scenes done. Yeah, I'm hoping, I don't know if I'll break 25,000 tonight, but I will definitely be breaking 25,000 at least by tomorrow, which is slightly ahead of schedule for NaNoWriMo. So that's exciting. But I did want to take a page out of Kate Kavanaugh's book that I've just out of what she does in her vlogs and read one of the sort of favorite lines. And I have been writing a little bit about the principal for the Mages Academy, who's very sneaky, not very nice guy. And he has set his eyes on the heroine of the story, and he wants to use her as sort of a figurehead disciple because she is noble and of a high-ranking noble household, and he wants to sort of use her as a figurehead for the academy, and make her sort of his own disciple, but sort of mess with her brain enough so that she becomes just kind of like a puppet. So I wrote that he wants to make sure there are no ill influences on her development as a puppet in his hands. And I just felt like that really summed up sort of his thought process and how sort of manipulative and sneaky this principal is going to be. Although I keep calling him headmaster today. I was calling him principal yesterday in my writing, and then today I just kept writing headmaster. So I may change his title from principal to headmaster. That seems like it might fit a little bit more in a Mages Academy. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know. Headmaster or principal? I'm also really, really hating my main character's name when I type it. I have his temporary name that I had set initially as Schwartz, and I hate typing it. I can't. I keep making typos when I hate it. I don't know. So now I have to figure out what else I want to name him, but in the meantime, I keep typing Schwartz and it's coming out like CSCWSXH. Oh God, so many typos. But I have the heroine's name set as Talia, and I kind of like that. And one of the chapter's names is Task with Talia, so I like the alliteration that happens there. But yeah, I don't know. Schwartz I don't think Schwartz is going to stay his name. And I don't know what I'm going to change it to. He hasn't told me his name yet. I don't know. I do know what his last name is going to eventually become, because he's going to be taking on the name of his patron god, but that's not until he becomes the priest, and that's way further down the line. So I don't know. It's annoying though how many typos I have, and I'm sure you've seen in my little sped up versions of typing that I hit the backspace a lot, and like 90% of those is when I misspell his name, and I can't. I know I'm not supposed to edit in NaNoWriMo. I'm just supposed to get it down and not care about how many red squiggles. But, oh my gosh, it's so hard. I can't, The typos are unreal, and the amount of times that I have misspelled his name is ridiculous. And I don't think I can continue with that as his name, and so I've wound up typing just like hero or protag, because it's annoying how many times I have typed his name incorrectly. So I don't know. I don't like his name, and it's a problem. I like him. He's a really cute character. I just don't like his name. And I know I've been saying since day one that it was a temporary name, but the further I get into it, the more, the more I'm going to have to search and find and replace. And how am I going to search and replace all of the typos that I've made? I have to remember how I misspelled his name every time in order to replace that. And it's going to be an issue. But that's for for December. That's for December, because December is editing. But man, I don't like his name anymore. Okay. I'm going to put a pause on it. Do let me know down in the comments below whether or not you prefer principal for the Mages Academy or headmaster for the Mages Academy, or chairman, or some other. Let me know what his title should be for our sneaky, nasty principal headmaster man. And leave me a like, leave me a comment on something else if you want, and maybe subscribe. Once again, I'm Jules. I'm the Dawdling Writer, and I hoped that today has either helped you procrastinate or be productive, one or the other. And I will see y'all tomorrow.